If you form a connection,
It gives me a headache just hearing their cries.
sincere hearts always connect good. May Noel's Worm follow the hawk while avoiding the mutant swamp sentinels. They will lead...
I can't believe it. This guy? You know what he just told me to do? Get lost!
They can't see very well below
Oh, my
their
days.
knees.
I've never had anyone talk to me like that.
Move
Did I
while
deserve
crouched,
that?
and you
No,
might
I
as well
did
be a
not.
phantom.
Oh, jeez.
But your friend here, I don't think he's cut out for such maneuvers. His legs seem terribly weak. I'll give him 10 steps at most before he's just extra baggage. And that's me being generous.
Hey, pal. Does this thing on my back look like a shell to you, huh? I'll tell you about these legs. You have no idea what kind of raw power I got in them. But
It
if you
appears
did,
this burden
oh, man,
falls
I'll
on
tell you
us,
what,
and us
back
alone.
in the day, in Ailton, you know what they used to call me?
First,
Lightning
I will
Lando.
erase
Guess how
my
fast I could run
presence,
to Dregan? 3
borrowing
minutes
what
flat.
I need from
That was on a
Belmorn's
bad day.
powers. So if anything goes wrong, it's all on you. If you cause me any trouble, I will cut you down myself. It appears this burden falls on us, and us alone. Move while crouched, and you might as well be If you cause me any trouble, I will cut you down myself. If you fear you may be caught, try to lie low. Lying prone will enable you to move easily and avoid detection. And do not let them sniff you out. I'm not disappointed. I didn't expect much to begin with. You've no idea how many times I wanted to leave you for dead. You were lucky. Let's get moving.
Completed your training here, so
Wow, that was some awesome teamwork, you guys.
Is there no way to keep this one's jaw shut? Stop wasting—
I'm so glad to see that you've succeeded without injury.
Toma just wanted to
say your farewells to your respect.
Don't go to Calpheon. 'Tis a silly place.
I can no longer be a merchant.
Outsiders refer to us who walk.
You have to tame these hawks.
I will pluck your whiskers, one by—
Oh, okay, fine. Gee,
Great. And
huh?
this is the watering hole for my thirsty headhunters. I will go with this one and assess the situation from a distance.
Huh? But why me?
Looks like you don't have much time.
Look at them so... It doesn't seem like Corbett... It's just as well. It doesn't seem like Corbet's coming back. And whatever happened to Phil? It's just as well. Although I've never seen the first at bets, I bet they would have looked as strong and cool as their friends.
You're lucky to catch me. Are you in need of repairs? You've come just in time.
Serious. This is the tripath junction at Awena's tail. You don't look like a Serendian.
What does it matter? Lay 'em up.
Ah, yeah.
Am I seeing things?
I am the living... We didn't always have roads like these. Only the...
What happened here last night? The surrender
Clearing... Oh. But it seems Awena's killed. Oh, a tale as someone that can pass...
Why is my mercenary act unlike your brooding buddy? Put down the unlike your brooding buddy. I am not the type.
Always stay on alert. Don't care how much adventure. Be careful. Scammers target the idiot. The innocent.
I cannot fathom why you...
Oh gosh.
Leomar...
Oh?
It is clear this Leomar is obsessed with stories and rumors.
Who goes there?
I guess we're out of options. Go outside and check the contents of the book. Surreptitiously. I would advise you quit your...
Hey! Why are you carrying...
Leomar, sir, I think we might need to hire more guards.
Instead of just hiring more, how about we fire that poison needle? I'm sure it's the work of them having discovered signs.
Of course, of course.
My chief, we must the great fount. All these wastelands can be called home no longer, made barren as they are by the heat emanating from the heat of which he spake, was much akin to the heat of my chief, you cannot join us, for since the great witches perished, harsh winters have plagued these lands. The cold to speak that and remember if that the slightly out.
The huge boulder that was blocking this junction continued to be. Did I gain anything from it? Nothing. However, I truly believe my ancestors made the right choice. They forged the path that connects Serendia to the mountain of eternal wit.
What? Then Owina's.
Ah!
Ailton is home. You want to haggle? Oh gosh, I'm really not.
Yes, this is a stable. It's a joy to see a horse's dusty quality over quantity. That's what I always say.
The piles of rock are actually seems they.
What?
A dread.
You bets took all the stones that came of Owina's Kill's demolition. It is clearly written in my.
What?
Darn it, Griffith! Go back and finish your job. I will be offering a prayer tonight. Cursed things be gone.
Well, I think it's best for us to be the ones to bury them. People are getting anxious. Let's head inside.
Over here! What's this noise about us taking the rubbly remains of Owina's kiln?
I'm glad to see you at a place like this, but I also seem to have been caught off guard. Well, I can certainly understand why you didn't take your studies on my area. However, how can you not know the history behind the furnaces symbolic of ale?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Curses. What a fine waste of time this has been. 2 days fully wasted thanks to you. It is my nature to prepare for every eventuality, but your unpredictable idiocy consistently blindsides me.
Huh? How'd the murderous Spectre get in here?
Do you have anything else to say?
People are starting to get suspicious. They have begun to monitor my move. Lady Durrett can't even pen a letter without scrutiny. This is likely to be our last encounter.
Red? Oh, that letter we saw in the hut! Aw, bitter buddy. You had a girlfriend?
How dare you, you lowly fox! If you speak such slander of our princess again, my blade will split your throat, and your next mention of her name will be a whistle on the wind.
Let's hear the rest of it. About Awena's kill.
No, the moon has fallen. We need to find that Dreadwinter tree first. If we don't do it tonight, then last night's tragic events may well unfold again.
No, Puto. Stay there. Lando will be the one to purify the winter tree. This will serve as a very expensive teaching fee for reteaching you the basics of our history.
Seems like everyone is super mad right now. Huh? What are you talking? Huh?
I hope you learned your lesson this time. Stop causing so much trouble. Ale, the first Irabets to leave the Zavir Highlands. It is known to be the first day he stepped hoof on Owina's tail. He went near a blinding light that shone from afar, as if someone was fiddling with a mirror. As he approached, he saw an old man crushing Owina's stones. Ale looked at the stones, wondering at the old man's motives. "There's mysterious powers within those stones," said Ale. Then the old man said, "They're just strange hot stones, completely useless." But not to Ale. He was certain they contained mystical powers. "In that case, allow me to buy them." "Just take them," said the old man. "I was tossing them out anyway." "No," replied Ale. "I can't just take such precious stones." So he left to get oak pills of grass and a horse to trade. He gave these to the old man the next day, who took them reluctantly. He did the same the following day, and the next. Ale continued to trade his oak pills and horses for the old man's stones. He took all the Owina stones he traded for to the Zavir Highland. Then one day, on his way to Owina's tail, Ale came across a large group of humans. They belonged to another Highlands village, not far. So he asked them, "Where are you going?" "The great founder beckons," was the reply. "Then who will guard the village in your stead?" asked Ale. The villager considered this. "Ah, would you protect—" That day marked the end of Ale's journeys to Owina's tail, and the last day that night, a light—
You likely just fell asleep during your lesson.
The sleep-talking seed can only truly slumber within Owina's kiln. Though Owina's kiln has been dismantled, we should be able to use a furnace constructed from the very stones of the kiln to complete the witch's trial. We could have saved ourselves a lot of time if you actually paid attention during your own history class.
But then I would never have gotten to do your elite soldier training thing.
Charcoal workshops here have a kind of furnace, commemoratively called a kiln, that burns hotter than any other. Thankfully, one of Mr. Charbonneau's charcoal workshops is nearby. It is operated by his first son.
He's left it in the hands of his workers while he's traveling abroad, but as it's still of the Charbonneau name, we should have it at our disposal.
You should go first. It will be dangerous to move together with the guard on alert.
I'll take the furball and go first. Make sure that you are not followed.
I am not a furball!
Oh, sorry. We've yet to be properly introduced. I'm Tabadai, a winter tree researcher in Ailton. Over here is Puteau, Ailton's oak pill researcher. I heard you took care of the winter tree that appeared by Charbonneau.
It isn't a tree that would usually take root all the way out here. It's a clear sign the mountain is in pain. We need to investigate the situation further.
Please come visit us in Ailton.
Well, you're surprisingly early. For someone arriving from the land of the morning calm, anyway. Why is everything taking so damn long when we need but a single use of their furnace? The owner seems to have indeed left, who happens to be from Surrey.
Bloody goblins! They start slacking, you throw them in the furnace! You got any idea how backed up we are here? Get in line! Look, Mr. Furry Fox, I already told you, if you really want to be the first in line to use the furnace, I'm gonna need you to take care of those, tasks
Seriously, this guy's requests? Just ask for the moon while you're at it. A full day of physical labor? As if I'd ever agree to that! Look here, you! I'm gonna go tell old man Charbonneau!
Look here, you! I'm gonna go tell old man Charbonneau! I'm altering the deal. 2 days. Pray I don't alter it any further. I have Charbonneau's complete his coupon. Oh, bloody goblin. What say we leave this one? Okay. We've got some really dense snowfield cedar here. The newcomer came with it for free. He even claimed... What? A Calphionian goblin? Would you look at that?
As I said, I'm from Heidel. I'm, under the employment of Lord Jordi.
Oh, swept off to Calphion then, I take it? So, what's with the get-up? You some sort of performer?
Kind of. I played the role of a nimble chipmunk that toyed with an eagle. The role of the eagle was given to an actual live eagle. They tossed me out after.
I'm not sure if you're daring or just stupid! You should be happy you got away with your life. Okay, fine. Richie, before you get suited up, we've got a little tradition to uphold.
Did they learn this from the back alleys of Calphion? I was wondering where I'd seen your face before, Jean-Louis. Selling your own family to be a Calphionian lapdog. How did a mongrel become the leader of some back-alley thugs in this corner of the world?
How?
To go so far. Why are you standing around? Get started.
Okay. Now, first, aha! And...
Why are you standing around?
Okay. 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 Time. Now then, just gotta let it percolate. Oh, that's not...
You idiot, what did you do?
Nothing. This should be right. Maybe a smidge too much magic powder.
You fool of an Albet! What did you put in there?
Oh, this looks bad. Oh, real bad. It's like the research lab fire all over again. I'll take care of the furnace. You're on firefighting duty.
Out of my way! I leave this to you, the whole place will burn down. I call forth the power of Belmorn, it will not, to clear the disaster wrought by our ill-fortuned fox. Phew. It seems that whilst in your company, I shall never know a moment of peace.
But you know we're still killing it.
The sleep-talking seed can only truly slumber within Awena's kiln.
You! Lend us your aid!
Lando,
Wow! Oh, this part's...
you were entrusted.
You don't mind going...
Go ahead and take the...
still want dash. Fill them. Are you Richie the Nim? I'm sorry. Let me give you a bit of backseat. I forget. What?
Oh, it's the first time I've ever seen a fox like you, Pa.
You look pretty, interesting yourself.
Come, we've been waiting.
Where did you get your outfit from? It's so pretty.
This den of incessant harpy.
Oh, I didn't know we had guests. And landed.
Old man Charbonneau
Well then, I'll prepare us some tea inside. Take your time, though. Look around.
I'll save my eardrums the screeching and wait out.
Oh, it's the first time I've...
Aren't our little Papu? It may seem like just a simple citron orchard now, but I was Maroman's, my closest friend, Baram. Helen. She said she's king those and be the single if Barhan ever come.
Is this?
Yes.
Look at these weird symbols. Twins? Love? Yeah, I've got no idea.
Prince Barhan will. This is a huge weight off my chest.
Why the long fade? Just figured you'd...
Moslin asked us if we would like to go see a place where people the world over gather.
Hey, you papu chatterboxes! Let the guests go already and get back to...
What a party! It's filled with the
Barhan, stop digging any further. Baram had no choice. Please, understand.
So guys, how about we mosey on over to Ailton?
No. We need to go complete the third trial.
Lord Jordine.
Hmm?
Thank you for helping me. Thank you so very much again.
Long ago, you were dragged off to Calpheon and made to be a fool. Think of this as recompense for not being able to protect you back then. But from this day forward, speak not my name, or the events of today will continue to haunt you. Banish all thoughts of me. It's plenty enough if only I remember.
Wow!
I need none of your concern. Where do we go from here?
Over there! Trust me! The third trial...
That's just the road to town. You're going to town.
Yes! Of course we're going to town! Oh, lovely.
I have no interest in sightseeing. There's no town better than Hydel anyway. Now that I think of it, I've seen our bets across the continent.
Only those who walk the path of prophecy can leave the
The path of prophecy. Is it some ascetic practice? As a foreigner, I can't fathom why such a law exists. That aside, no.
Yeah.
Read the clue about the third.
Hey, remember Shield's a secret
Snowstorm God.
Hey! Like 3 mercenaries.
The Manu mercenary, I already know. But if you want to talk with us, bring me your captain. They didn't just a bit.
This here's the Snowstorm Guard Post. Hired through Delphin's mercenaries office, were you? I'm only gonna explain the situation once, so listen up. Our mission is to defend this location. Hilton
is... If you heard no.
You scoundrel!
Are you looking to... Good.
Who gave you? Do you know...
What's with all...
Oh!
But I did warn you. This place is dangerous. You shouldn't be here. I promise. Though, while you're here, pay a visit to Temujin at the training ground. But Temujin is...
Oh, so
You scoundrel!
Lando, still a young and foolish Abetz, was naive enough to bring you here. But I don't care what you came here to do. You shall not pass, especially if you intend to bring along Lando, the heir of our Khan. But I am the commander of this post. If you have something to...
As someone that bore the fangs of the lion and fought for our freedom, it pains me to see you in such a state as this. You recruit far too many mercenaries, causing them to bicker among themselves while you stand there without an inkling of concern for the infighting that ensues. You say they merely need to stand guard, but they let us in, complete strangers, without the tiniest bit of suspicion. You're so filled with fear of your enemies, you can't even imagine going to fight them on the field. How do you plan to win a war like this? Is Ailton sitting atop a gold mine, hiring all these third-rate mercenaries that enlist to do a mediocre job and collect their pay? If you've not struck gold here, then these people are being bled dry for nothing. If you too are mercenaries, then you will need to work for your money's worth.
You are 100% correct. I fully acknowledge my complete incompetence 100 times over. I guess I needn't worry about leaving Lando's life in such capable hands. Let's continue talking inside. I'll get the drinks ready. You look fairly young. Sure you're even old enough to have seen war?
Seen war? I'm constantly embroiled in it.
Oh, spoken like a commander. Leadership experience is pretty impressive for one of your...
I apologize if I am unmoved by the praise of a third-rate commander that can't even keep a mercenary army of this size in order.
This guy's got fire in him. Once you get older, you'll learn. The world has no outcome brought about without reason. But anyway, you said you're looking for Bronte's bulk.
We will be heading beyond it to the Mountain of Eternal Winter. We are currently undergoing the trials of the 6 witches.
Looking for the eunuchs, I see. We have a saying around here. There are 4 seasons within the winter. and they revolve around the Yeenix.
And you're telling me this because...
Right now, out of the 4 winters, this is the winter that courts death. Best to stay out of winters like this. I shall allow you passage to Bronte's Bolt. But there's a catch.
We are not taking land.
This guy, sharp as a blade he is. The Abets that once called those ruins their home gather there. Talk with them, and they will help you with your trial.
It's a big mistake to think that rationing food is an easy... From Commander Gunbold? Phew. Well, I think you can... The soldier in charge of rationing just pick...
You can do the cooking. I will ration it.
Everyone is starving. Everyone is starving. Empty bellies make for empty talk, as they say. If you can make... Everyone is starving.
You can do the cooking. I will ration it.
Now I feel like I can survive. And wow, this...
Ganbold told us to ask you about Bronte's Bolt. I'm true, however, I must know the details.
It's such an old tale that most of them won't remember. Maternal chief record. A few days after the humans had left for the Forbidden Black, a new group of humans arrived. And why are you uprooting this tree? This lightning-struck tree was once Bronte's, the Witch of Thunder. She used it to... We were grateful for her wisdom, but now the witch is gone. Until all that existed here, there's no need to uproot the tree. We will keep it safe in your absence. Only we can rule over the dragons. But Ale couldn't... After the witches...
Then, ultimately, as soon as it rains, lightning will strike the Bronte's Bolt.
It is nearly impossible for rain to fall there by natural... But for Invish, the sage of the Abets...
Everyone! Get up and head to cover! It's Professor Tabudai. She's returned with grave injury from Bronte's Bolt!
Professor, take this oak pill of flames. It will slow the spread of the...
Poison? The Oak Jinshini are using poison?
Gonbold, no. It's not the Oak Jinshini. It's you. Mowena's tail. Is Lando here as well? Bring him here. I have something urgent to tell him.
It's a winter What did you say? Professor Tabudai? Professor Tabudai!
It's poison. Tell your quick-footed friends and your fleeing fox. It's of little matter now. There are two ways the winter trees survive. Much like the second plant. That's what
Professor.
A monster that I've met as soon as the seed thing. So we need also
What about the monster?
probably
A new enemy. A new threat. Commander Gunbold, I have a proposition. First, I need you to evacuate everyone at the refugee camp to Ailton. Send your fastest men to the southern and eastern watchtowers. As for the rest of your soldiers, have them assist the villager evacuation. Then, have them all gather here and stand in formation. Unfortunately, we have zero knowledge about this new threat. But if you focus on mustering the best defense you can here, that will allow us to go out in search of the monster. However, if we are successful in vanquishing it, then you must help us make a lightning bolt strike the Bronte's boat tree. This blood likely came from the Professor. We'll follow the trail to the monster. So this is Bronte's boat tree. Huh. The monster is definitely still close by.
Whoa. Seeing your skills up close, I was right on the mark about you. During my entire life at the bottom of this mountain.
I'm taking its poisonous fang. We'll surely have need of it.
Hey! What are you standing around?
I've never once...
Commander Gunboat, is it you?
That's correct.
Evolving?
You think I would use the last gift?
I have no idea what that is, but if I were a betting man, and I am, I'd say it's something amazing.
Though we dared to forget the wisdom of lightning. Please, just this once, forgive us of this sin. And bestow, once more, the wisdom that tore the wings of dragons.
It's like a miracle.
Someday, far in the future, I'm sure it will be told as a tale of mere fiction. On the path of prophecy, this is known as the Star of the Winterland. Oh, there, all worldly boundaries are erased, as the snow unites all within. A majestic castle that pierces the heavens, and the tattered tenements that loiter unseen in its shadow. The radiant beauty, the festering wounds, all become one in the ever-mounting snow. This is why we love the Mountain of Eternal Winter. We believed it would be eternal. That was our hubris. After the mysterious explosion at the Sherakan iron mines, a sound we hoped would never be heard echoed from the mountain, from the silent haven of slumbering origin. A steady crackling, likely from the Yenix, since the haven is the cradle that embraces it. Obviously, the Yenix was lost long, long ago. However, before we could make sense of it all, these monsters began to appear. If it is a life birthed by the mountain, we cannot raise arms against them. Please, take on this...
The fourth way, this for the first...
Where life and death cycle.
No!
Please, after...
No!
If you allow...
Then there are those that have...
Let's move quickly. There's a price I pay for using this borrowed and reacted to emotion.
They call the place Bronte's Bolt. It is a place born of conflict between two tribes. You were sent by the Aubet shaman, Invish. It pains me to say this, but there is no path through the forest that will completely avoid the Oak Gentian. I completely understand where Shaman Invish is coming from. The Aubets and Oak Gentian were once on quite good terms. Until that changed, this used to be a place of meeting. The Aubets Chief Hunvish and the Oak Gentian Chief Floki were extremely close. So close that they would sit together, even during blizzards, to eat oak pills and drink together. Both are of the Mountain of Eternal Winter, and both are children of Labresca, one born from her tears, and the other from her wounds. But soon after the recent mysterious explosion at the Shirikon Iron, events beyond our understanding started to occur at the Abet's most sacred place. A place they considered their site of origin. When a totem in the Zavir Highlands was destroyed, the investigation unbelievably concluded that it was the doing of the Oak Jinshin. Ultimately, the Khan came to the forest in search of the truth. He brought no guards, perhaps as a sign of trust. However, that evening, we definitely heard it from high atop a hill. The forest was filled with screams that...
Was the Khan tortured?
No. It was the screams of the Oak Jinshini. I cannot fathom what happened. However, we are certain the Khan did not re-emerge from the forest, and the angry Oak Jinshini set about destroying the village.
So, someone slaughtered the Oak Jinshini.
When the Oak Jinshini lose all physical strength, their souls return to the flame of origin, and they are reborn. Therefore, as long as their origin flame isn't extinguished, they cannot die.
Would one such as a Khan have acted so rashly with this knowledge?
As I said, his trust was enough that he went in unarmed.
However, there was one thing that was strange. The leader wasn't with the group that attacked the village, so the Oak Jinshini chief Floki has also completely disappeared. What in the world happened in the forest that night?
But why do you want to go into the forest?
Where life and death cycles in the heavens. Is this the flame of origin you mentioned before?
Oh yes. It is also referred to as such. But you can't go there right now. I was informed by Alici at Mountaintop Guard Post that the path of prophecy within the Jade Starlight Forest, where the flame of origin resides, is currently blocked by a mysterious wall. Thankfully, we have Assistant Pippet helping us conduct our investigation.
Did you not just say going into the forest is...
Well, Pippet said...
It's time for you to pull... I need to rest and reserve my... You're late.
Huh? You know each other?
Do we strike you?
Huh. What a strange soul you are. Let's all—
The Star of the Winterland seeks the face that it— I've come. If they, then us charge—
Then, Ilichi, how much did—
Quite a bit. However, it's not enough. It's probably just enough to put an arm through.
Then pivot. We need your assistance. I know you haven't forgot. Sure, this mysterious— I can't—
There is logic behind it.
Now, why don't we get some tea while we wait—